Welcome, my fellow Helldivers, to another episode of the Salt Divers podcast. Dutch Butters is in-house. What's up, brother?
Hey, man.
How
are you?
We have a stacked show for you folks today. We got a lot of really cool topics. Dutch actually did an amazing job at the show notes this week. I'm astounded at how well they are. Like, they are organized. Look how beautiful this is. That is my show notes for today.
Yeah, well, now
100% Dutch
he
Butters.
probably didn't really actually read them or check out the links. But at least he has a little bit of an outline and a guide to go down. Don't forget to plug
I'll
the
get
Discord.
There. I'll get there. But I do want to say, I did go into one of your links.
Well, we'll talk about that in a little bit.
We'll talk about it in a minute. But it is the quote-unquote top automaton builds in game.
Absolutely.
And I cannot wait.
Rules. Website is awesome. I can't wait to go check it out.
To destroy these looking loadouts because they're garbage. All right, let's do this. First of all, yes, guys, we are a newer channel and we are continuing to grow. We are looking for that 5,000 subscriber mark. So please hit the subscribe button, comment below, let us know how much you enjoy the show and what you want us to talk about, and help us get to that 5K goal, because then we will give stuff away. We don't know what yet, but it's going to be freaking awesome.
Do it.
Do it.
We're less than 500 now. So
yeah, we're getting there. We're at 40. Yeah, we're a little over 4,500 subs. So not that far. Help us out. Share the show. Don't be a hoe.
Something to pop. Do we got to go after Palstet and Shams again?
Shams was in the Discord this week, popping off.
Do we need to challenge him to a home gang or a water balloon fight or something?
Water balloon fight. It's freezing in Sweden.
I know. It's deadly. It's deadly.
That's a deadly fight.
It really is. Naked water balloon.
Oh man, now it's naked. Now you're up in the ante a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
We challenge you to a home gang with water balloons.
You would freeze your ass off. We are desert rats.
Yeah,
it's 60 degrees outside.
They would definitely have the home court advantage.
Yeah, definitely.
It's like when Miami goes to play in Green Bay in December.
Yeah.
No,
it's not.
That's a football reference.
Yeah,
you probably don't get it.
The demographic that you're talking to probably doesn't get it either.
None of them probably get it. If you get it, let me know. We can be friends.
All right. And then what else we got to do? Join Discord. We have over 1,000. We're at 1,100 or more now.
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that in Discord. Go to saltynerdiscord.com. We have a fantastic community over there. I saw a comment recently on one of our videos that said they were new to the game. They dropped in, and the people that they played with randoms were terrible to them, treated them like shit, kicked them around, killed them on purpose, dumb shit like that. And I was like, well, come hang out with us. saltynerdiscord.com. I promise you're going to have a better experience.
Yep,
We've got a lot of solid players who just love to help out new ones.
We have 1,150 almost mostly video gamers and Helldivers, and 4 real autistic fucks that will drive you crazy into Discord. So
it's their job.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. But we have a lot of cool people that will help you out with your builds and get those samples. Because, a lot of us, I think probably the majority of us that play now, who have been playing since the beginning, are all maxed out, right? We're all maxed out on everything. But when you get a new person in who's like, oh, I still need samples, it gives us veteran players a reason to go hunting for samples and super credits and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. It's fun to do. All right, that's enough of that nonsense. What's the first thing we're talking about today? Current MO? Do you even know what is the current MO?
We're just defending bug planets. We're still in the middle of that. We got to do hold these 2 planets and defend 5 defenses. So last time I played, we were holding the planets and we had 3 down. We were in the middle of the other 2, I believe.
Yeah. Okay, I see. We got 2 defense planets right here. A couple of these ones. Bull Rock. Yeah, we've got to go to the rock.
Zoom in on there real quick.
Yeah,
because we need to talk about something here.
Talk to me, Goose.
I think there was a Gambit play.
Oh yes, right. Well, this would be the Gambit right here.
Heath, right? Yeah. And I guess according to the crew, Joel and the boys over there at Arrowhead are literally telling people what to do to win the Gambit. I haven't confirmed this, but they say there's a prompt or something that you can see, and yet everybody's still split up on these 2 planets that need defended. But we could do it by defending. We could do it by just doing 1 planet.
Perfect example. Right?
Yeah.
So the game we have 31,000 players on Cirrus.
Yep.
And we're losing. Currently losing.
Yeah.
We don't have enough people there. We have 20,000 people on Heath. If the 30,000 people went to Heath and that became 50,000, we would win this and completely negate having to go to this planet altogether.
Yep.
That's called the Gambit.
Mhm.
I know we've talked about it before, but that's what it is. That is the way you're supposed to play the game. I know the game visually is putting a big freaking arrow on top of Cirrus, which is like, hey, go here, go to this one right here. It's a trick. It's a fucking trick.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Think about what you're doing first. Where's the attack coming from?
Strategery, people.
Strategery.
Strategery.
Go to the planet where the attack is coming from, and you can stop the attack completely. Yeah, I don't know if us screaming into the wind is ever going to change that. I think,
but it's not just us. It's
every YouTuber,
everybody that actually plays this game a little bit and doesn't just that wants to move the story ahead a little bit, and it's
just the nature, man. It's just wild. The nature of the beast. People see the big flashy light. They just log on after work. They don't really pay attention. They're just looking at, oh, we got to go to this planet. Okay, that's all it is, man.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the community is probably built up of a whole bunch of different groups like us that has their core like 8 to 12 people that they play with on a regular basis. And there's got to be at least one smart guy in all those groups, right? So why can't they get it figured out? Or is the player base? It can't be at this point mostly just a bunch of random dudes who log on and play with a bunch of randos all day. I can't even imagine that.
I don't know. It's inherently a social, but if you don't have a place to congregate, then you are just jumping in with randoms.
Yeah, but what I mean is at this point, most people would have figured out that, hey, maybe I should find some friends.
You know what you're talking about?
I don't know.
I don't know, dude.
All I have is my past experience to relate to. I find out that in like MMO games and everything that at some point, regardless of how long you play solo, you end up congregating towards some kind of social group.
Yeah. Well, even the game, when the game tells you, if you have a good time playing with a crew, even if you don't know who they are, they're in your recently played list. You can go to your recently played, you can send them a friend invite.
And that's how groups are formed.
That's how you start forming it.
Yeah.
I don't know if enough people are doing that. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know the answer. It is very curious why people don't seem to really understand the Gambit and how to win. But also, people might just like doing defense. I mean, how often are we like, oh God, I wish we had a freaking Helm's Deep mission on this one.
So we were playing last night on the stream, but last few days doing this freaking MO. And it sucks. It really sucks. These planets suck. You can't see shit on the it's just
they're all dark and foggy.
They're all dark and foggy and snotty and it's just they're not fun planets to play on. In fact, last night we were playing and we finished up just on level 8s. And they felt like 10s. I did nothing but die repeatedly. It was really annoying, and it almost felt like the bugs were bugged because they just keep spawning on an 8. On an 8.
Dude, I'm telling you, sometimes 8s and 9s seem to be more difficult than 10s.
Yeah,
sometimes.
I've played enough 10s now where I see that.
Yeah, it's so weird how that works.
Crazy.
I don't know if it's a bug issue because the level 10 is a fairly new introduction to the game. Yeah, and maybe there's some kind of a problem with the spawn rates. But yes, 7s, 8s, and 9s.
I'll tell you something else.
Are freaking insane.
If I have to do one more flag raising in the middle of a cornfield, like I'm doing on these missions, in the next 6 weeks, I'm gonna be pissed off because I am so sick of raising flags and that stupid next to that dumb cornfield and shit with the charger of the corn and things coming out after you. It's just it's too much. Bug breaches every 4 feet across the front of the rock. It's like, come on. It's just
orbital gas.
I just, I used to give you guys shit about your bug hate. I'm on the train.
You getting it? They're so annoying.
I mean, I'll do my bit and that's it. I think we're gonna go fight bots tonight. I don't even care if the MO's over or not. So guess we'll see.
Yeah. Well, the loadout that we're talking about today, or this top 3 whatever fucking loadouts is all about bots. No, not yet, but I'm just saying that's about bots. So I fought bots today and I had a blast.
So yeah,
I don't like bugs.
The current MO is still bugs. It still sucks.
What do you what do you think is going on? Because I know there's been a lot of discussion in the background. Shams has been talking about, usually when he pops in Discord, there's shortly followed by some kind of an update.
There's probably something coming, or maybe he's, trying to troll everybody. I don't know. I haven't really been paying attention a whole lot to what he's saying. So
yeah. Well, the Illuminate have been bouncing all over the place.
Yeah, that's what they do.
They all over the southern quadrant of the map.
Mm-hmm.
They got real fucking close to Meridia a while ago, and I was getting excited. I was like, "Oh, here we go! This is it!" And then they just bounced, and then they left, and I'm like, "Oof."
They're still cooking in their processors.
I think there's probably in my mind the story element to it is that they don't know where Meridia is, and they just keep looking for it.
What?
That's my story. It's like they're looking for Meridia, but they don't know where it is. So they keep popping. They keep hopping back and forth between different planets.
That's your headcanon?
Yeah, that's my headcanon. I don't know if it's accurate or not, but
maybe.
My excuse.
That doesn't make sense to me, but
no.
I don't really have much of a story in my head for the Illuminate right now. So
I'm trying to give Arrowhead the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, for sure.
The Tuesday update today. Nothing major, I don't think. A few fixes here and there from what I understand. Forgive me if I'm missing a couple details. I'm just going off of what the reaction has been on our Discord, seeing people kind of chat. The one major thing, and I didn't know that this was the game's fault. I thought I had some kind of an issue. I was about ready to uninstall the game and reinstall it and verify the files and all that shit. There's a jitter. And I know not everybody experiences it, but I know quite a few. I have, a couple of the A-team members have.
I don't think I've done it.
So basically, it's just like while you're playing the game, when you're moving, strafing back and forth, moving your gun, aiming, you'll have this like
a shimmy.
It just shimmies. It's like almost like it's missing a couple frames. You're like you're cutting. It's weird. It's kind of odd to describe. Jitter is the closest thing I could think of. Apparently, they have addressed it and they have fixed it, which is fucking awesome because it was getting infuriating. I'd be playing and I'd be trying to aim down sights with like through the reticle on a sniper rifle or something, and it would just be like. It'd be like I had Parkinson's or something. It was freaking weird.
The Parkinson's bug.
Yeah, the Parkinson's bug.
You got the jitters.
Yeah. Got the whole Michael J. Foxes. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's gone.
That was very nice.
That was gone. I love Michael J. Fox. He's awesome. Cool. So they have addressed that, which I'm so happy for.
I never experienced that.
Yeah,
so
Christ hadn't experienced it either, but I was like, oh, this is awful. And finally, it's fixed. So hopefully,
was it on a computer? Because you play. Well, you have your laptop. I thought you.
I got
PS5
my. Yeah, I got.
You don't.
No, I don't have a PlayStation. I have a laptop and my rig here at the.
And
studio.
what was it doing it on?
Both.
Yeah,
both my rig here and my laptop. We're both experiencing the jitter.
Huh.
I don't know why. I have a lot of issues with this rig. I want to get a new computer because this thing keeps pissing me off. But not just for video game reasons, but for like work reasons, it keeps pissing me off, and I'm getting tired of it. But we'll see. But yeah, Tuesday update. Comment below if there was anything that we missed in the update. I don't think there was
a couple crashes.
Right? Like nothing. I'm not going to talk shit about it.
No,
there's like nothing that's worth talking about. Really.
Yeah, I get it.
It's fine.
It says it was a.
I'm not going to spend all day going through show notes.
Well, there was only like 4 things in it, and you talked about 3 of them already. So.
Great, perfect.
Fix the crash, fix the jitter. There you go.
The next thing on the list, DICE Awards.
DICE Awards.
Helldivers is nominated for up to 6 different awards. It's coming to Vegas.
Yeah.
Apparently, some of the developers are supposed to be coming to Vegas as well.
Yeah, I guess this is like an industry thing.
Yeah, it's an industry
Academy of Interactive Arts and Sciences.
Yeah. I thought we would be able to get like general admission tickets.
Well, we can.
But how much are they?
It would be $3,800
per ticket.
Per person. You're buying a placard, an entrance to the convention.
Yeah.
It's not just the awards. It's the whole package. You get to walk the floor.
That's fucking insane, though.
Yeah, it's
$3,800 to go.
We're not there yet, brother. But maybe next year.
I'm not spending $6,000. I don't care how much money we make.
Maybe next year.
That just seems like super steep.
Yeah.
Because they're coming to Vegas, and I'm like, well, we're here. We should go down. I had no idea. I didn't look. I just figured they were like average convention tickets, $200 or something. No. But I'm like, it would have been dope to go down and check out the awards and kind of walk around the floor. And
no, it would. It really would.
Cool
I would love to do that kind of stuff. But
open invitation. Anybody coming from Sweden, from Arrowhead, we have a studio in Las Vegas. You're welcome to come out here and record some content and tell us how stupid we are for our stupid accents.
Yeah.
And have a good time with it. And we'll get you some whiskey. We'll get you a little bit of A little bit of fun.
Let me pull
Good.
this up here.
What you got?
I want to talk about these
The awards
categories that they're in, and
Okay.
I want to talk about who they're going up against, and maybe we can give a quick little.
The one that you have, the first one you have on the list here, outstanding achievement in original music composition.
Mhm.
Can you think of a better musical intro than the freaking Helldivers theme song?
No, not me personally, but of these games that they're up against,
Yeah,
I
what are they
haven't
up
played
against?
against the other ones. So here's the outstanding achievement in original music composition. The competition is Astrobot, Helldivers 2, Monument Valley 3, Senua's Saga, Hellblade 2, and Star Wars Outlaws. That's the competition for original music composition.
Okay, I have played Senua's Hellblade 2, whatever the hell it was called, Senua's Saga or something like that. The first game, I loved it. Second game was terrible.
Mhm.
It was just like a walking simulator with a couple action scenes. But the music, great. Visuals, great. Gameplay, not so great. But I don't think, like, I can't tell you the theme for Senua's Saga off the top of my head.
Yeah. But I don't go around. The only thing that I have in my head these days when I'm humming things in my head is dun 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 dun. dun. You know, I'm like, okay, I guess I'm hell diving.
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah.
But even like when you're, even now, after over 1,000 hours of playing this game.
Are you really over 1,000 hours?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
When I drop, I maybe, I don't know, somebody's gonna check my Steam account. I think I'm right at 1,000, like 900 and change.
Way too much.
A lot of hours.
Yeah.
I don't want to claim something that's not true, but I think it's close to 1,000, if not over. Even now, after all these hours, when we're dropping on that loading screen with the hell pods and it's like dun 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 dun, I get freaking jazzed. The trumpets and that freaking, it's so good.
Yeah.
Like it's the music is better than the game.
So to me, a sound or a music composition, if it's something that sticks with you, then it's good. Like, to this day, I hear dun 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 dun.
Right, John Williams,
dun, and I go, oh, Darth Vader.
Yeah,
my dude.
Yeah,
that used to be my theme song. And
dun 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 dun, like Saruman's like the Orc March and all that shit. Exactly. Like, yeah.
So I don't know anything about these other competition, but good luck everybody. But Helldivers is going to win that.
Helldivers better win that one.
What's the next one?
Outstanding achievement in audio design. Now this is a tricky one because I'm not a freaking professional audio. I mean, I do run a studio, but when it comes to audio design, what I think of, and this might be accurate or not, but what I think of is like the in-game sound effects of the rockets and your personal Helldiver when they get injured.
If I'm hearing an explosion off to my left, and that's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Headphones.
And then like the sound of your Helldiver getting injured on planet, and whoever's doing the voiceover work when they're diving and you get tumbled, you're like, like that shit, or when they're screaming like for freedom, like that kind of shit,
or things like does that gun sound like it you think it should sound? Does that laser gun sound like a laser gun?
Well, remember when they changed the sound of the sickle?
Submachine guns sound like
the sickle used to sound different, and then a couple months back,
I love the new sound.
The new sound has that little bit of a ping to it.
Yeah.
That's what this is about. Who's their competition on?
So the other Frostpunk 2.
I don't know what that is.
Helldivers 2, Monument Valley 3. This is another one.
We got to check out Monument Valley. What is this game?
I have no idea. Senua's Saga again, and Still Wakes the Deep.
Senua's Saga is a good contender. Despite the fact that the game sucks, it did have really good sound quality, and the voiceovers were clean, and just the environment itself had a depth to it.
Yeah.
A lot of that goes to the sound.
I notice a lot of video games have really good sound effects, but it's the games that, like, and I mostly notice it in shooter games, how the directional sounds and echoes and footsteps.
Footsteps is a big thing.
That's a huge thing, and you got to have really good sound design, otherwise it just doesn't quite work. It's like Doom days.
Helldivers might lose out on that one because of the freaking chainsaw berserkers that don't make any noise.
That's the thing. The sound design is great in this game, except fucking tanks and puppies and these giant metal clankers can sneak up on you because they don't make any noise. So yeah,
And
That's not
the
good.
Bile Titans,
I hadn't even thought about that.
or the Bile Titans, and these giant spiders that are 4 stories tall start walking up to you. You don't hear them. You're like, oh shit, there it is.
Yeah, that happened to me last night.
Yeah.
I killed it though.
Did you? Good for you, man. Good for you.
The next one, so there's 6 of these guys. We'll get through them here really quick. Action game of the year.
I can't. What's the competition?
So
I can't imagine anything else.
Okay, the nominees for action game of the year: Batman: Arkham Shadow, Black Myth: Wukong.
Oh, that's probably gonna win.
Which is just been a fan favorite. I haven't touched it yet.
I haven't touched it either,
so I can't really speak on it. But I know it's very
not my
popular.
style game.
Call of Duty: Black Ops 6. A lot of people play that. Helldivers 2 and Stellar Blade.
Okay, Black Ops 6 probably, and Wukong are probably the 2 ones that might beat Helldivers 2, just because
you never know.
Just because of sheer popularity.
Yeah.
All right.
I would bet that Wukong could probably get that one.
Yeah, probably.
I'm still rooting for the Helldivers.
Can we watch this award ceremony?
I think you can online on IGN.
We should probably check that out. Maybe we should.
Be a good
I'll
live
talk
stream.
to you about it.
Be a good live stream.
I was gonna say we should do a live stream where we watch it and react to it. That'd be cool.
Fine. The next one is online game of the year. And get your reactions to this.
Yeah, go ahead.
What's
the competition?
All right. So online game of the year, it is Call of Duty Black Ops 6. That's an online game? Okay. Diablo 4, A Vessel of Hatred, Helldivers 2, Marvel Rivals, and Warhammer 40K, Space Marine 2. Those are the ones for online game of the year.
Interesting.
So
how is that game doing? I have even our community in Discord hasn't been super active either.
Yeah, I think it kind of.
I feel like it kind of petered out.
It felt like a game that had a ton of hype.
Yeah.
And probably a lot of people were like you and me, where we were really excited to play it. We spent extra money, got the fancy versions, and about 8 hours in, we're like, this sucks. This is boring. Or, in my case, I have too many buttons to push on this controller that I'm trying to use. So, no, I don't know, but the people that love it.
Yeah.
So, just like any game, it's going to have its fan base. So I think Marvel Rivals is the big hot thing right now.
Yeah, that's definitely popping.
But I don't. That's to me. That's just
it's tough. It's tough to give Helldivers 2 the online game of the year because you only have squads of 4.
But isn't that what it won at the Game Awards?
Did it?
I think so. It won some big.
Maybe it'll win again. Who knows?
It could very well win again.
I don't remember.
I wouldn't be surprised if Helldivers won this one. But
yeah.
We'll see. What's the next one?
Outstanding achievement in game design.
Okay.
This is interesting.
Yeah.
There's a lot goes into this. A lot more than I have any knowledge about. So I'm not going to try and pretend to freaking know something. But game design, I would imagine, is the gameplay loop. Is it addicting? Can you play it over and over again? Is it fun? I think Helldivers knocks that one out of the park.
I hadn't really thought about it like that. But yeah, you're right.
Yeah, the game design itself is it's designed to be fun, and there's a loop. Every game has a loop. Is this one obviously I played over almost 1,000 hours, if not more. Yeah, it's got a good gameplay loop. It's a little stale sometimes.
Yeah. Well, it's competition is some games. Some games. I'm sorry.
Whoa, that one had some girth to it.
Yeah. Please edit that out.
I felt that.
All right, here we go. So the Outstanding Achievement in Game Design nominees. And honestly, I haven't even heard of a couple of these. Animal Well, Astrobot, Balatro, which is this card game, I guess, that everybody's raving about that I haven't played yet. You can get it for, I think, $15 on Steam.
Okay.
But it's Helldivers 2 and a game called UFO 50. And I have no idea about any of these games.
Me neither.
So I can't speak to it, but go Helldivers 2.
Yeah, go Helldivers.
Let's go. Win something.
For sure.
Win something.
And game of the year? I think that's probably going to go to Wukong.
Game of the year? Well, dude, everybody,
game of the year.
Everybody thought that at the Game Awards too.
Who ended up winning?
I don't remember, but I feel like there was a lot of surprises there, especially with the ones Helldivers won.
Game of the year 2024, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So the award ceremony was happening in 2025, but
yeah, it's award season. So game of the year, Astrobot Balatro, Black Myth Wukong, Helldivers 2, and I guess Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. I think that's between Wukong and Helldivers, to be honest with you.
Probably.
But I don't know. I know that these games like Balatro and things are like super popular, but I don't
play them.
I don't play them, so I might have to check it out.
We're kind of in a rut, huh?
Well, it's just a different kind of game. It's a card game. Like
that's very strange.
It's like
a completely different
solitaire game of the year.
Game of the year is solitaire.
Cool.
Yeah. No shit.
Chess is the game of the year, everybody.
That's awesome.
And chess has been making a huge comeback online.
Good.
There's whole channels out there and stuff. It's crazy, dude.
Good.
But yeah. Anyway, that's the Dice Awards coming up here in Vegas, I think next month, right?
We should crash it. We'd sneak in.
Yeah.
I know enough people in the casino industry. We can get in, right?
Yeah.
All right.
So,
let's move on. This is my favorite topic of the day. This is going to be freaking awesome. You sent me a link. It said top 3 loadouts versus the automatons.
I go, let's talk about this.
Let's talk about this. And I didn't look at it until this morning. And I was like, well, I'm going to record some footage, so I might as well use these builds. And I start looking at these builds, and I'm like, these are fucking dog shit. Like, these are builds designed by people who
never played
or looked at a spreadsheet and said, according to this spreadsheet, this is a good build. And they just slapped it together. There's a couple of them that are okay, but they're not optimized. That we're gonna go through one by one.
But,
and
I want to speak on this just a little bit.
Go ahead.
Because I'm kind of upset because if you were a new player, okay, one of the things that a lot of new players are going to do, they want to learn a little bit about the game before they play in, because somebody's going to go into this game and they're going to like screw around and get to level 10 just by, sheer luck and will and determination.
Yeah.
But they're not going to know what they're doing. Essentially, they're not going to realize at this point yet that there's certain things for certain things and better ways to do things.
Yeah.
But that they're going to hit that at some point. They're going to want to learn.
It should be a trial by error.
Right.
Kind of
so
like
what I do is, as a player of any new game that I usually go start, I'll go watch a couple videos. I'll find a website, et cetera, et cetera. So what a lot of people are going to do when they come to Helldivers as new players, is they go, I want to learn what the best when you learn about what a loadout is, you want to learn what the good ones are, right? Yeah. So I'm going to go, I like to fight the robots. So I'm going to go and find what's the best loadouts versus automatons in Helldivers 2. And that's exactly what I did. And boop.
And this popped up?
This website popped up as the very first one. So that tells me that a lot of people go to this website and this is the number one thing on the list.
Yeah.
And that this website is just dog shit.
It's filled with
kind of upsetting.
Awful advice.
Yeah. So I'm a little bit upset that this is where Google directs people, because this is a dog shit website. So
well, I don't know about the whole website, but their opinion on what's good.
Why would it be any different on the other web pages?
I don't know. Let's get into it. I'm going to pull this website up so you guys can see what we're looking at. Okay, so one by one, we're just going to go through this.
This is
the
u.gg, guys.
u.gg/hell, or just go to u.gg and then type in Helldivers. They have a tab up here where you can click it. Yeah. AntiArmour Assault. Okay, I ran with this. You got the spear, which is not optimal. It needs work. The game, the devs need to change this a little bit because it's just not great at what it does. Then you got your tank, your eats, which you call down, very short reload time. Call them down, you get 2 at a time. And then you got your rail cannon strike, which is good, really good. And then you got your OPS, which is arguably the best stratagem that you can get from the start.
All right.
It's the very first stratagem you get, and it's still even at level 150, it's still great.
It's fun.
I don't have too much of a problem with these two things. These two, the rail cannon and the OPS, decent loadout. You do have to be aware that this cooldown on the rail cannon is still like 2 minutes plus. So it's a long cooldown. Bringing the spear and eats is stupid as fuck. Let me tell you why. The spear, you have four rockets that you have to reload one by one. It's a pretty long reload time. And then in between reloads, if you call an eat down to kind of supplement that, then you're dropping your spear, but you still have a backpack. So what happened to me And you could tell me that I wasn't paying attention or whatever the hell. What happened to me was I used an eat, which dropped my spear. And then I picked up another eat and I ran. And then I realized that I was carrying the wrong weapon combination. So I had a useless fucking backpack and, and a one-shot rocket. And I was like, oh, shit. So I just ended up carrying around a backpack for no reason and just calling the eats down every 30 seconds. So get rid of the spear and just call down the eats. Because you get literally every 30 seconds, you'll get a new one. So there's really no reason to have the spear. What I would supplement this with is probably a 500K as an eagle, as opposed to these two. Just bring your eats and bring in a 500K. Plasma Purifier, decent weapon. Yeah. Especially against bots. It bypasses a lot of the armor. You can kill Devastators with it pretty quickly. It takes a little bit of getting used to. It chews through ammo like friggin' crazy.
That's the gun I use against bots.
Yeah, it chews through ammo like crazy.
But every night I go, God dang it, no armor. Or no, I don't have any ammo.
No ammo.
I don't have any ammo.
So even maybe instead of an eagle, maybe bring a supply backpack. Because then you can just reload your purifier. The P19 Redeemer, what the fuck are you doing bringing that bug side? That is a light armor penetration. Bot side, sorry. That's a light armor penetration Uzi that does jack shit against probably 80% of the enemies on bot side. Don't bring that ever. Yeah. Ever.
I haven't used it. Terrible. I don't think I've ever used that since we could get rid of it.
It's so bad.
Bring a senator or something.
Yeah, bring the senator for sure. Senator. Thermite grenades, obviously great. After the buff, after they do 2,000 damage now, hell yeah, bring those. Absolutely. Engineering kit, great, because you get 5 of these suckers. Space optimization, sure. Yes, very good. This is a terrible loadout. I would make the changes that I suggested and then go forward with that.
What's the next one?
Next one. Okay, next one is bot Helldiver support. Okay, they don't say this, but this is a medic loadout.
Is it okay?
Yeah, this is a medic loadout. So you got your Quasar. This is funny because when I first looked at it, I'm like, you have a sickle and a Quasar, both of which don't require ammo.
Yeah, that's a Dutch build right there.
And then you bring a supply backpack for weapons that don't require ammo.
That's insane.
That is stupid.
Yeah.
But then I realized that it was a medic build. So if you open it up, they recommend bringing your medic passive, so your medic armor, so you can get more stims, and your stims last longer. So that makes more sense. Then you got your laser. This is a laser build. I would say this is a decent build. I would probably get rid of the mortar sentry.
Sure.
Get rid of that fucking thing and do the orbital shield or some kind of a different sentry, maybe a auto cannon sentry or the rocket sentry, because the rocket sentry will target the gunships.
Yep.
Which is super helpful.
That's really close to one of the builds I run.
Yeah, that's a very close laser build from Dutch.
Except for that supply backpack.
The supply backpack's a little weird to bring, but unless if you're playing full on support, because they do recommend you bring the stim pistol.
Yeah, it's a medic.
It's a medic build. It's a medic build. What they should just call it medic build, not support, because this is obviously meant to keep your teammates alive. I used it, not bad. It's definitely not optimized, but it wasn't awful. Did I fuck up again? Can I go back? Yeah, okay, cool. Shield Hero Bot Slayer. This is half decent. This is a half decent build. I think I've ran this build or something similar to it. So you got your pummeler, which gives you that stagger. So you shoot the berserkers or whatever, and it kind of pauses them in place. Great. Got your shield, your ballistic shield, awesome, great against bots. Quasar, good addition to this. OPS and your Eagle Airstrike. This is a decent loadout.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Okay.
I've run that. Pretty good. This is stupid as fuck.
The
Automation Endgame Eagle. Okay. Listen, guys, in case you don't know.
Oh my God.
In case you don't know, if you bring only Eagles, you only have one Eagle. It's Eagle 1. So she has to do all 3 of these things. So if you call one of these down, it takes her a few seconds. Then she has to go back, and then you have a short reload time, and then she's available to come back again. But if you run out of 500Ks, you don't get to reload it until all of these are gone. So you're talking, you have to use every single one of these Eagles before she can come back fully reloaded. That's awful. Plus, bots have jammers, which prevent you from using stratagems. They also have anti-air, which prevents you from using Eagles. So this loadout, you got like a 50% chance of being completely useless.
Yeah. Nice.
Completely useless. You are not going to be helping your team at all if you're around a jammer or anti-air emplacement.
I never really thought about it like that. But yeah, that's 100% correct.
Yeah. This is a terrible load. Eats, yeah, sure, I guess, but not great. If you're going to bring,
I never use that.
The eats aren't good because the
I use
recoilless,
recoilless, so
not a single one of these bot loads out has the recoilless.
yeah, I'm seeing that.
Is that stupid or what?
That's
Here's
very stupid.
here's another loadout: a scout sniper with 2 sniper rifles.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
So this is what you would do. Okay, you either pick a sniper rifle as your primary, and you bring a machine gun as your secondary, or you bring a machine gun as your stratagem, or I'm sorry, you bring a sniper as your stratagem, and you rock a machine gun as your primary, so that you're more versatile. Why would you bring 2 sniper rifles? I don't fucking know.
You want to be really accurate.
It's retarded. Okay, these loadouts, these stratagems are fine.
Yeah,
this is pretty standard stuff. It's well versed.
2 sniper rifles.
Just get rid of the.
You know, I want to bring 2 Uzis.
That's so dumb. See, this is better. Okay, you got a sniper rifle, you got your diligence, and you got your machine gun, and then you got your orbital and your eagle, and then a mortar, or some kind of a sentry. This is fine.
A team killer mortar.
Yeah, the team killer mortar is the mortar sentry. Nice. Bring a freaking rocket pod. 100% bring a rocket sentry. This one right here. Let's see. This is the commando. Okay, this is shotguns are not ideal bot side because most of the time you're going to be pretty far away from your bots. They're going to be shooting you from a distance. You need something with some range on it. The plasma punisher has an explosion, so you can't shoot anything super close to you. So if you have like a berserker coming at you full force, you're going to kill yourself using this thing. The plasma punisher is not great bot side. It's not even great bug side. I don't know what this weapon is for. It's not awesome. This loadout is some
people are going to clap back at that, but
I'm sure this loadout's fine. I would probably replace the commando with the recoilless rifle.
Yep.
Anytime you see the commando, just bring the recoilless. It one-shots most things. Literally.
Almost everything.
Almost everything. So bringing a commando is kind of pointless. This might be the worst. I want the carbine command. Yeah,
but
the Liberator
be
carbine.
A fun build. It says fun build.
They're idiots. This will make you hate your life.
It's the not fun build.
This is the unfun build.
The unfun build. Okay.
Liberator carbine, the commando, a supply backpack, and OPS and Eagle airstrike. Sure, these are fine. I mean, these are pretty basic.
They make big booms.
They make big booms and they're useful. But the supply backpack, why? I guess if you're using a Liberator carbine because it chews through ammo like crazy, but it's light armor penetrating, so it's literally useless. Most bots are medium armor.
Yep.
Why are you bringing the carbine? Don't do that. And the commando, kind of pointless.
And if you're light armor, just punch them in the face.
Just punch them in the face.
Yeah, just punch them in the face.
Just punch them in the face. If they're right up against you, stab them. Stab them in the gut.
Yeah.
Yeah. This whole. I went through each one of these, and I'm like, none of these are great.
Yeah, I came into work today, and you were
playing.
You were playing with the crew. When I walked in, you guys were all like talking mad shit.
I took this build so you wouldn't have to subject yourself to assault.
Oh man.
This is just bad. How the fuck did this ever make a top fucking list for bots?
I dove in with really Ramnos, Crimbus, and Christ. And I was like, hey, this is what we're doing. I sent them a link to this. And universally, they all independently went, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, this is awful.
These are terrible loadouts. I'm like, I know. That's kind of the point. Yeah, to not bring a recoilless rifle on any of these loadouts is absurd. Absurd.
So in the end, I guess we need to figure out if there is different websites out there, or somebody needs to build a website that's like a legit resource for this game that isn't giving people bullshit information. Because
I think at the end of the day, you just have to rely on people doing trial and error.
Yeah, I hate that Reddit is a place to go for this kind of stuff.
Well, you got full on spreadsheets on Reddit.
Yeah, and it's
that are like they will legitimately break down everything for you. But look, man, bot side, level 10s, recoilless rifle, some kind of a medium armor penetrating primary weapon, whether it's the lib penetrator or the adjudicator or something like that. It's a must. Medium pen is a must. Your sidearm is either going to be the Senator, or what's that other one called? The Vindicator. It's like the Halo gun. I can't remember what it's called.
Something like
that. And then your stratagems are going to be whatever you prefer, but mostly it's going to be the heavy hitting stuff.
500s,
orbital lasers, orbital strikes,
napalm. No.
Well, I mean sometimes, but strafing runs are fun to play with. Eagle airstrikes, all that stuff.
Just don't put all your eggs in the Eagle.
Never do that.
Don't do that.
You have to be versatile. That Eagle loadout that they put in there is a sure way to not be useful. It's like, oh, I'm blocked. I can't do anything. Sorry, guys. Yeah, funny stuff. What do we got? That's it. So comment below, what is your bot loadout that you run with that gets you 100% completion on level 10s every time? Let us know in the comments below. I'm curious because this website's garbage. What's next? What do we got?
We got viewer comments.
We're
ending this thing up already.
Ending the show?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
The viewer comments pulled from last week's Cloud Play show.
Nice.
First one, I'll just read the first one. From Alexis Alver 2330. As a kid, I never understood my dad watching a bunch of old men talking about soccer. I got even mad because I couldn't watch cartoons. And now look at me, 2 kids and watching some dudes my age talking about a game that I like. Yeah, it's our people.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah, man.
I have transferred over from listening to music on the way to work to now listening to talk radio. And
welcome to middle age.
And listening to political news and what's going on in the world and what's going on with Ukraine and why is Romania on fire?
Yeah.
Hey,
welcome to adulthood.
Yeah.
That's what I did too. I went through that phase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just listening to the news 24/7.
Like, this is fascinating.
This is very interesting.
Oh my God. I gotta have to pull something out with my 401k and fix out my and learn how to like invest.
You know, the difference between my parents and me is that they actually had a usable 401k and mine has like $2,000 in it.
Mine sucks. It's ridiculous. It's like now I'm trying to figure out what kind of bullshit crypto should I invest in so I might be able to retire someday. You can do that.
Yeah. Okay. The next one is from Dallas SII 7114. Did I say that right? No, Dallas II 7114.
There you go.
Game needs space battles, war mode, 50 players versus PvE factions on planets.
Yeah.
PvP extraction mode, 4 teams doing missions and extraction mode with PvE in the mix, fighting to extract.
Yeah.
Also add in boss battles, 8 to 16 players on planets. This is sound like more and more like a massive MMO.
I love it.
Bring in clans, add social space on the ship. Let us have a shooting range on the ship. That's something that actually Shams mentioned, is having a shooting range. They might actually be working on that. Some people have even mentioned like, hey, let's make Mars the universal like testing ground. So we can go to Mars and just drop down and test a bunch of stuff. Give us simulations, PvP, small arena maps against other Helldivers.
Absolutely.
Have PvE factions fight each other while doing missions. Bring in animals on planets and add more civilians to create immersion.
Do it. Just make the fucking Matrix down there and let's go. I'm with this guy.
I love all of these ideas except for the 50-player versus mode. That sounds
awesome.
Seems like too much to me.
That's called a battle royale.
Yeah, that's a bit
an
much.
Arena game, dude. It sounds fantastic.
I do like adding living things planet side that can either be passive or aggressive. Well, we mentioned
I want to be running along the edge of a lake
and have a fucking
have an alligator come up and pull me in. So they'd have to fight the alligator. Son of a bitch.
Yeah. I love the idea of having 2 different factions on one planet fighting it out while we're in the middle trying to do something.
I don't think we're ever gonna get it. Not till probably Helldivers.
It'll be Helldivers 3. Yeah. I don't think this game engine can handle it. But great comment. Thank you there, Dallas II 7114. Appreciate it.
I'll get the last one.
Yeah, go for
it. From Tobys Army. Honestly, if they want to do Helldivers justice, they need to make it a series like Last of Us and Fallout and keep the damn helmets on at all times.
Guess what actor is going to sign on for a series season by season job and never show their face?
An animated one.
There you go.
Gay!
No actor, no agent in anywhere will ever agree to have their name attached to something where they don't get to show their face.
That was the
I learned that lesson.
That was the lesson we learned from
Halo.
From Halo? I guess it was from Halo, but I was thinking more of the Mandalorian.
Mandalorian as well.
Because Pedro Pascal was having a little bitchy history.
He's like, I have to show my face at least once a season.
It's like, no, we don't want to see your face. We know what you look like, Pedro Pascal. Yeah. But how are they going to know it's really me?
Because we can hear your voice and your name's all over the credits. It's not enough.
Which was awesome. And I don't mean to go down a Star Wars tangent, but when you find out It was John Wayne's nephew.
John Wayne was actually the Mandalorian.
He
not
was
Pedro
Mandalorian
Pascal.
90% of the time.
Yeah.
And Pedro Pascal had a really great voice acting gig. So
Basically.
Yeah, but no, I'm
Yeah.
with you guys.
I'm 100% for it.
I want to see as much cool Helldiver stuff as we can get.
Yeah.
I've talked about this before. The movie, maybe we get it, maybe we don't. But you know, even if they go down a trip like they did with Starship Troopers, where you get the one movie and then you get a bunch of weird animated shit that comes out after that continues the story.
Yeah.
In anything, I would be happy with at this point. You know, even a red versus blue type series would be kind of fun.
Bro,
you know?
I've spitballed an idea in my head
Yeah.
since the game launched. I'm like,
Mhm.
I could probably make a really freaking funny
Yeah,
show out of
you
this.
probably could.
And just make it super goofy.
Mhm.
And just like red versus blue. And I
Mhm.
know there's been there was a creator not too long ago on YouTube that did that,
Mhm.
where they made like a short 20-minute little cartoony segment just like red versus blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all for it, dude. I want more Helldivers content too. I just want them to do it right and have a good time with it and don't take themselves too seriously. But the helmet thing, I'm 100%. 100%. No, keep that shit on.
Yeah.
We should never see the faces of the Helldivers, especially if they're
Yeah.
if they're like regulars.
I'm just thinking about the merch. They could do so much cool merch.
Oh, dude.
Imagine 12-inch hyper detailed collectibles for every single armor type we have.
Yeah.
That's 40 freaking action figures right there.
$40. $40 for a little action figure with my favorite armor on.
Yeah.
I'd buy that.
Hell yeah. Buy it in a second.
That's me.
I'd buy our whole squad.
Yeah. Buy the whole A team.
Yeah. Do it. So yeah. Yeah, good comment, man.
Yeah.
Good comment.
Great comment. Thanks everybody. Please like, subscribe, comment, share the show. Don't be a hoe. And
You just make that up?
no, it's from another podcast. I stole it from Andy Frisella.
Share the show. Don't be a hoe.
Share the show. Don't be a hoe.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. And help us grow the YouTube channel and go to saltynerdiscord.com to hang out. All right, guys, that's it. That's a 50-minute episode today.
Nice.
God,
That's what happens when you
damn.
put some notes together.
Yeah, that's what happens when you have a real show note. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. And thanks for the support with Cloud Plays coming on. We had a great time with him. We do have an after show available for members. So if you're not a member, become one or hang out on the live stream. Most likely you'll get gifted as a membership. And then you can go check out the after show with Cloud Plays. It's available right now. All right, everybody. That's it.